In today's video, we are going to solve a Leetcode 1550, the three consecutive odds. This is a fun and easy problem that often asked in the interview. Okay, so let's understand this Leetcode problem and we'll understand the problem statement first. Okay, so what problem we have given? We are given an array of integers and we need to return true if there are three odd numbers in a row. So consequently the three elements should be in array. Okay, so let's see the example first, where you can see the consecutive array elements is not odd, but so it's returning false. So if you see example 2, we will observe these elements, out of which the 5, 7, 23 are three consecutive numbers are odd, and so it is returning true, as you can see in the explanation. Okay, so you pause this video, go through the statement, understand the problem statement. Okay, what I told you, that we have given array of elements, right, which is in integer, and we need to return true or false. So if we return true, means there are three consecutive odds are there in the array. Okay, that is consecutive. So if you observe this example, right, 2641, right, so we are returning false, right? Why? Because there are no consecutive odd elements are there. But if we talk about this one, we are seeing the three odds are there, right? So let's understand the Leetcode 1550 three consecutive odds, which is very easy problem. Okay, so as you can see the problem statement and you have gone through the examples, it's time to understand the intuition. So here is a trick. We don't need to multiply numbers, right? That is unnecessary and risky if the number are large. So instead of we just slide the array and we'll check the number is odd or not in a line, okay, at a time. So what we will do, we'll scan the array, right, and we'll check if any three consecutive numbers are odd, right? So instead of calculating product, which is unnecessary and may cause overflow in the large, how we are going to do which product I am talking about? Let's suppose three consecutive arrays we saw, right, in the last example. 5 into 7, 5, 7 and 23, there are three consecutive, right, in the array. So if we multiply 5, 7, 23, so that number should be odd, right? And that is why we can say the product of 5, 7, 23 should be odd, right? But instead of calculating the product, which is unnecessary and may cause overflow in the large numbers, right, we should use what? We should just check the parity numbers using the modulo, right? Just do the slide, but we will slide through the array and we'll check the three numbers at a time. Let's talk about the algorithm. I'll show you the example that what I'm trying to say. So if you talk about the algorithm, we'll iterate from index 0 to the array length minus 3. Minus 3 will so do that if, because the three consecutive array elements we have to check, and for that we have to go length minus 1, length minus 3. So for each I, we'll check you can say array at I, the first element should be divisible, should not be divisible, should be remainder should be 1. Similarly, we'll check next one and the next one, right? So three consecutive element we will check like this, and further we'll say if all three are odds, return true, else if no such triplets found, return false. Okay, so this algorithm will apply, but we will also talk about the product one that we were talking in the intuition, right? It's time to understand the pseudocode. So first of all, what we need to do, we'll define the function and we will iterate from I0 to the length minus 3. Then if the array at I is odd and array at I plus 1 is odd and array at I plus 2 means 3 consecutive element from I to I plus 2 is odd, then we'll return true, else we will return false, right? This function we are going to implement. How? So let's dive into the code and get our hands dirty, right? So just you start writing the code, right? So first of all, what we need to do, we'll define the function, right? Then loop through the array up to the third element, right? How? We'll check from 0 to length minus 2 will go, and we'll take a product. So I was talking about this product. So if you'll do the product at I plus 1 and product at I plus 2, means 3 product will do, multiply, then we'll get the product, right? And if this product we will check is odd, means if this product is odd, how? The product is divisible by 2 equal to 1 will return true. Because these three are odd, it means this will also be odd. The product of its odd number is also odd, and finally will return false if this is not the case, right? And after that, so the product that we are seeing, right, of 3 consecutive elements are odd. If we will check separately, like what? Like this, we can directly check the modulo. We'll take a modulo and we'll check the remainders are coming 1 1 1 like this, then we can return true. And it is better approach because we don't need to multiply like this, right? We don't need to multiply or the product, right? Because that is unnecessary and risky if the number are large. If the array elements are coming larger, right, that may cause the problem, right? Instead of calculating the product, which is unnecessary and may cause the overflow in the number, better you don't do the product one and check. Better what you will do, check all the elements are consecutive or not. For that, check the divisibility. Okay, so all should give one remainder, right? So if you talk about the complexity, right, we have iterated the array, whole array of n time complexity, and space we have not taken any extra storage, so space complete with O of 1, that is our constant, no extra space used. Okay, so that's it, guys. Thank you for watching this video, and thank you for supporting the Expert Funda. Keep watching and make your dream come true. Thank you for watching this video.